Good morning, students. Today we're going to study about two group CX disconnections. Introduction. The disconnection in which we use one function group to help disconnect another elsewhere in the molecule is known as two group disconnections. We should use two group disconnection wherever possible because they are more efficient disconnections than one group disconnection in reducing the complexity of the target molecule. So here there are two function groups which are attached to the same carbon atom, and we use one functional group to disconnect the other group within the molecule. In total, we disconnect both the functional groups. Hence, this kind of a disconnection is called two group CX disconnection. Now let us study some example. Acetols are good examples for two group CX disconnection. They are examples of a general type of molecules in which two hetero atoms are both joined to the same carbon atom. This carbon is at the oxidation level of a carbonyl group, and the molecule is made from a carbonyl compound and two nucleophiles. So this I've just given a general mechanism for the two group CAX disconnection. So here X and Y are two heteroatoms, and you can see X and Y are both connected to the same carbon atom. So here X is used to disconnect Y, and that's why in the synthetic equivalence student you can see HX and HY both are the synthetic equivalents, means both functional groups are disconnected in this. So this is a general representation for two group CX disconnection. Next we will look at some example. So in this, the first type that we are going to study today is 1,1 difunctionalized compounds. Example. See, in acetol or ketols, we can use one oxygen atom to help disconnect the other. Since both CO groups have been disconnected, we label this operation as 1,1 disconnection, which is an example of two group disconnection. Here, 1,1 indicate that both the functional groups are attached to the same carbon atom. So here now we can see the two methoxy group which are connected or linked to the same carbon atom. This carbon atom I have made it as a dot so that we can know that that is the central carbon atom which is attached to both the functional groups. So now here we can use one oxygen atom and we can disconnect the other functional group within the molecule. So this is again an example for the two group CS disconnection. So here the oxygen is having a lone pair, right? So it is going to form a double bond between carbon and oxygen, where after this there's a departure of the methoxy group. So OMe minus, and we're going to get the oxonium ion, wherein oxygen is bonded to three that is carbon atoms. Okay, so here this is the oxonium ion, and this oxonium ion is a synthon. So the synthetic equivalent for that is going to be a ketone and a methanol. So this is how we are going to disconnect. So always whenever you come across this kind of disconnection wherein a central carbon atom or a single carbon atom is attached to two functional groups, then this definitely is an example for two group CX disconnection. Now here why we call this as 1,1. See, we can see that the dotted carbon which I have labeled here is connected to two functional group. That is the same carbon atom is attached to two functional group. That is why we name this as 1,1 DIX. 1,1 DIX means 1,1 disconnections of this type is called as two group CX disconnection. Okay, so that's the reason here 1,1 indicate that both the functional groups are attached to the same carbon atom. So this is example 1. Next, let us study example 2. Retrosynthetic analysis of an acetol involving two group disconnection. So here again there is an two function group, two methoxy group attached to the central carbon atom, one carbon atom, and this is the target molecule. And here what we are going to do is we are going to disconnect both the functional groups. Both OMe groups are getting disconnected. That's why we are writing those disconnection arrow, disconnection mark on the between the two carbon atom and the functional group. And next step is going to be writing down the retrosynthetic arrow, and above that we are going to denote what kind of disconnection is this. So this is 1,1 DIX acetol. So we're going to write down that on the above the retrosynthetic arrow. So now this is going to further give us to the give rise to phenyl acetaldehyde, and two molecules of methanol is going to be the synthetic equivalents. Now, these two synthetic equivalents are the starting materials, which in presence of H plus is going to give rise to the target molecule. So, this is a second example for the 1,1 disconnection. Next, we're going to study about example 3. See, this is a different kind of example. Here, if one heteroatom is present as an OH group, then only one nucleophile is involved and molecules such as cyanohydrin can be made from carbonyl compound and hydrogen cyanide. So here we have OH group and CN group, which are bonded to one carbon atom. So this is again example for two group CX disconnection, and here we can see that oxygen having a lone pair is going to form a double bond between the carbon and going to form a double bond between a single bond of carbon and oxygen, wherein the cyano group is the departing group. So here this going to give rise to the synthons. Now the next step is going to be writing down the synthetic equivalent, which is going to be a ketone and a HCN. Hydrogen cyanide is going to be the synthetic equivalents. See, this is another example for the two group CX disconnection. So all these types, if you solve more and more, it will be very much easy for you to write down in your exams and competitive exam as well. So now let us write down the synthesis. So the synthesis is going to be the ketone with HCN in presence of H plus is going to give rise to the target molecule. Next, let us study for another example. So here we have two groups again connected to the carbon atom, which is cyclohexane, and this is a target molecule. So here we are going to first conduct the functional group interconversion. See, here we know that nitriles can be easily reduced to amines in presence of hydrogen and palladium, and also sometimes in presence of LiAlH4. Either of the two reducing agents can be used. So here we have an amine which is first going to be interconverted to the cyano group. So here the cyano group is getting interconverted, and here we are going to write down as reduction above the retrosynthetic arrow. See, we know that this is a reverse reaction. So that is the reason why we write down reduction above the retrosynthetic arrow. It means that nitrile group is on reduction. Nitrile group on reduction gives rise to amine group. This is the meaning. That's why we write down reduction above the retrosynthetic arrow and write down FGA, that is function group interconversion and reduction. So since it is retrosynthesis, it is a reverse reaction. That's why this means that nitrile is getting reduced to amine. So that is the meaning that you should always remember. And this is now an example for 1,1 disconnection. So here we know that there are hydroxyl and cyano group. This is the hydroxycyclohexane carbonitrile group here. So this can easily be disconnected. That is, both the groups can be disconnected. How is? Because the oxygen, lone pair on oxygen, is going to form a double bond between carbon and oxygen of the single bond, and also the nitrile is going to get eliminated. So it is going to give rise to cyclohexanone and hydrogen cyanide as the synthetic equivalents. So now these synthetic equivalents can be used as a starting material, that is cyclohexanone in presence of HCN or KCN. Make sure that both of the elements are same. If you're using HCN, make sure HCN is you're using HCN in the synthesis, or if it is KCN, then it is going to be KCN for the synthesis. And this in presence of H plus is going to give rise to hydroxycyclohexane carbonitrile, and this on reduction with hydrogen and palladium. So here instead of hydrogen palladium, we can also use LiAlH4, that is lithium tetrahydridoaluminate, also can be used for the reduction of nitrile to the amine. So here Cn is getting reduced to CH2NH2. So, and this gives rise to the target molecule. So students, what I want to tell you is kindly make note of certain FGIs for reduction and oxidation as well, so that it will definitely be helpful for you whenever you have to write down functional group interconversion for retrosynthetic analysis. I will also try to find more and more examples, and I will send you with the chart for the synthons and synthetic equivalents with respect to reduction and oxidation. And I also want you also to put in hard work for this. Okay, so this was about 1,1 disconnection. First type in the two group CX disconnections. Later on we will study on more and more examples and types. Thank you very much.